Hi, senior interior design students. I'm Dan Benford with some tips and tricks on the job search and interviews. One is, keep in mind there'll be 20 people going after the same job that you're going after. What is it that makes you different? And that's what this presentation is all about. One tip is to get yourself some personalized stationery. You always want to write a handwritten thank you note after the interview. But the soft touch that other people won't do is you write what we call the pre-interview letter. And that is a handwritten note that says, Dan, your firm has a good reputation. I look forward to seeing you May 10th at 10 o'clock. Sincerely, your name. That's very powerful. It's a great soft touch. People will remember you, and that is the importance of this presentation. Thank you notes, of course, always write a handwritten thank you note. Keep it short to the people that you hire. This is one of the top tips. 98% of you are going to get some type of a rejection. That's when the job search really starts. So don't give up. Most people do. Because what you want to do is, if you get a rejection letter, is write a handwritten note saying, hey Dan, thanks for taking time to interview me. Your firm has a good reputation. If for any reason in the future you feel compelled to talk to me again, I would love the opportunity. Sincerely, your name. Keep in mind, they may hire somebody and 2 days later that person says, hey, I'm not going to come work for you. I'm going to go work for ABC firm. Guess whose name's going to be first on that list? Yours, because you took time to write that handwritten thank you note. Nothing touches a person's soul more than a handwritten note in today's high-tech, fast-paced world. Always smile. Smile and eye contact are super important in establishing friendship, but more importantly, credibility. Look people in the eye. Your portfolio is important. I don't want to underestimate how important that portfolio is. You really need to be able to rationalize your thoughts, your design process, the types of programs that you used. But here's the thing, a lot of design firms, they're going to train you the way they want. The portfolio is okay, it's important, but is this person going to fit in? That's what you want to convey in this interview. And you want to meet as many reps as you can. Reps A, we know where the jobs are, and B, probably more importantly, is we can tell you the culture of the personality of the firm you're meeting with, along with the person that you're interviewing with, which is especially important if you're doing a Zoom meeting where you have a hard time figuring out, what is that person like, or did she or he like me? Reps can give you a lot of inside information. Keep this in mind. If you want to sell what John Brown buys, you must see through John Brown's eyes. Who is John Brown? John Brown is the person interviewing you. So they're looking at you as, A, are you going to be a good designer? But I think more importantly, they're going to say, is this person going to fit in? Is this person going to stay? The last thing a design firm wants to do is train you for 8 months to a year and have you leave. So you've got to be thinking in terms of empathetically, what does this person want to hear that makes them know that I want to stay and I really like this firm? Very important. This is a good book. Read it or go to YouTube, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is a great way for you to become empathetic with what these design firms are looking for in hiring you, a recent graduate. When you meet people, repeat their name back to them. It helps them feel very important, and it helps you remember their name, because a lot of times when you go into an interview, you're thinking, well, I'm going to interview with Dan Benford, but guess what? 90% of the time when you come in to interview, I'm going to bring Mariana, Joe, Mike, Belinda. We're all going to be trying to assess, will this person fit in? So you want to say, hi Dan, nice to meet you. Hi Belinda, you don't want to just say hi. You want to say, hi Belinda, nice to meet you. Hi Mike, nice to meet you, and look them in the eyes. Internships help, okay? Any type of job experience that you can get within the design field, very important. This is an important tip, match the body language of the person you're talking to. If they cross their arms, you cross your arms. If they look engaged, you look engaged. If they talk loud, you talk loud. If they talk soft and slow, you talk soft and slow. People like themselves, so you want to match the voice and body inflection of the person who's interviewing you. And some firms, they're just looking for a fun person. Yeah, the portfolio is important, but guess what? They're going to train you the way they want. So is she going to fit in? Is he going to fit in? Are they a fun person? They're going to work extra if I need them on a weekend. What happens if I do need them to work a little overtime in the evenings? Fun people get jobs. Take as many interviews as you can. It's good practice. Even if you're not really interested in the job, the more interviews you take, the better you're going to get. Have your resume professionally reviewed. Very important. And then practice your Zoom meetings. Make sure that your lighting is good, that your background is very neutral, and just make sure that that is an important part of your process in your job search, because I still think that 40% of the design firms are going to be interviewing you via Zoom. Then if they like you, they're going to bring you in. This is a benefit of meeting reps. Not only do reps know where the jobs are, but in a Zoom meeting, it's hard for you to get a personality read on the person you're talking to, and we as reps, we can give a lot of insight to the person that you're talking to. Practice these interview questions. You can Google them, they're all online. The hardest one to answer is, how much do you want to make? You answer that question with your own heart, but here's a response that you might want to think about. Well, the average person graduating from school is going to make about $42,000. I'm willing to start for $38,000. I'll be the first one in, the last to leave, and if after 6 months you feel that I'm worthy of a raise, then we'll adjust then. Whoa, is that powerful? That tells me, the employer or potential employer, that A, you're very self-confident, and B, is you're flexible. So that might be one to practice, and you have to practice that answer, because that question is going to come up in 50% of your interviews. So I'll let you read the slides. You can take notes if you'd like. The higher salaries can be a trap. A lot of people say, well, I started off at $52,000. Well, you might be miserable, and you might be working 70 hours a week, and you might not like your boss. Higher salaries are also often used to entice young designers to come work, and then when the work dissipates or slows down, you're the first to go. So be careful. Don't let the high salary be the number one enticement. Trust your gut, okay? Do I feel it fit in? Do I like this person? Do I like the team of people that met me? Do they like me? That is the decision that you have to make within your own soul. Your resume and social media, okay? Your resume, have it professionally reviewed. I mentioned that, but your social media, you better clean it up, because at least 50% of the people are going to try to find out what it is that you're all about, because that's a heavy investment. So if your social media, your Facebook or whatever, has some weird stuff on it, you better clean it up. People are hiring, so be sure to join professional organizations such as IIDA, ASID. The jobs are often posted there. There's lots of events. And if you go to an event, you want to make sure you have a business card, okay? Make your business card standard size, but make it thicker paper. Don't try to be cute, make it real small, or try to be cute, make it real big. But you want to have that business card with you. You also, on that business card, want to be very generic, okay? Kind of general, because you don't know who you're talking to. But you might have a couple extra business cards saying, I want to work for a commercial furniture dealer and do space planning, because you're going to meet a lot of opportunities like that. Or I want to work for an A&D firm because I just have always wanted to work for an A&D firm. So it kind of focuses that business card on the person you're talking to. Here's one thing that a lot of design directors told me to share with you is, a lot of students, recent grads, come in, they don't even know the type of work we do. So make sure, this is common sense, but not everybody does it. Understand the type of work I do, and you'll be better able to ask me questions. It's important that you ask me questions about my work as well. That's a nice two-way street to build rapport in your interview. Look at my projects, maybe ask questions about a particular project. Yeah, I saw that project where you used some acoustical tiles in that meeting collaborative area. I thought that was beautiful. And then they'll oh yeah, thank you, and they'll get excited. So that's a little tip there that I think is common sense. Okay, do I post my resume and information on LinkedIn? Absolutely. People look on LinkedIn. They scour LinkedIn. So you might say, you know, interior recent graduate looking for a design job. Here's my resume. Seeking a job in Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Dayton, Cincinnati, Lexington, Louisville, Indianapolis, Morgantown, whatever city you're going after. I think that would be very relevant to your job search. Follow the firms in your target city. They'll tell you if they're hiring. They'll give you a little profile of what they're about. It will help you understand what's going on in that particular market. Please follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. Dan Binford and Associates, best wishes in your design search.